Another thing from the book that interests me, and there are many, many things within the book that interest me greatly, is the way you taught yourself to play guitar. It was very intense and very methodical, and you can always see you picking out note by note by note. Do you think that's still the best way these days with the different technology we have?
No, I think use it, whatever there is, I mean, there's so much stuff there now, that gives players. I think for me, it's like when you're learning a language. If you're doing it on your own, sometimes things come up and you're not sure about it, and you would just like to have somebody that speaks really good, let's say, English and Spanish, so you can ask them, is it right or not? And it's the same when you're learning an instrument. Sometimes you think to yourself, well, melodic minor, the scale there, why does nobody say that the notes in are exactly the same as in D major, for example? And you think to yourself, you're just trying to decipher everything yourself.
Yeah.
Because you've just seen that and you've worked it out for yourself, but you just want somebody just to confirm your thoughts are absolutely right. Yeah, of course. Instead of trying to learn the scale of E melodic minor, if you get stuck when you're improvising, just think of D major.
Okay.
And go straight there, which is the relevant minor of F. So D major is B minor is the natural relative minor to D major. So you could think of B minor as well.
Right. Okay.
Natural minor scale. So all of these things, But anyway, this is why the YouTube now, you can go on there and just confirm exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah. Do you think all the best players are self-taught?
I think there's a lot to be said for it, really, because, like I say, a lot of guitar players in the world grew up with the pentatonic scales, and I never did.
Right.
Because I was self-taught. I went straight to natural minor.
Right. Yeah.
Which is not a 5-note scale; it's an 8-note scale. But the pentatonics are within that scale. So I'm better off because I've got 3 extra notes. All I have to do is strip 3 out, as opposed to add 3. If I, at a later date, it's getting a bit musically technical here, but.
Who do you think are the best guitar players around today at the moment?
Oh, there's so many.
I know.
There's so many. I've just discovered the best guitar player in the world. He's from Bali. I think he's possibly the best guitar player in the world. His name's Balawan.
Okay. We should check him out.
Balawan, I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
The guy's absolutely incredible. He's not metal, he's not rock, he's not blues, but he does some kind of jazz fusion stuff,
All right.
But yeah, check him out. He's absolutely unbelievable.
All right. Anybody else that springs to mind? Modern day maestros?
Off the top of my head, not really. There's lots of good ones, that have been with us for a long time.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I was one of them, but obviously,
you were.
I'm still there. I've just discovered a couple of years late, Doc and Reformed in 2016.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of enjoying going back and watching their live shows in Japan. With George Lynch playing some great stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's always good. It's very precious, these and knowing that people can still go out there and do it.
Do you miss ripping it up on a big stage?
Yeah, like I said, like I was talking, was that off camera, about really enjoying the Priest in the heyday, the energy days.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And it was a lot louder in those days. The decibel
Yeah.
level was much higher.
So I kind of miss that, you know. I mean, but when I was there, you know, we were still, the demand was still to put on a show, you know, for Priest to put on a show, which is what I wanted to do, you know. Because you get a lot of bands these days and you don't know whether you're going to a show or to a movie.
Right.
There's so many movies,
Yeah.
you know, so you've got so many video screens creating the energy, you kind of lose sight of what the band are doing, you know, which is probably not a lot.
It's not a proper metal thing,
No,
is it?
no.
Not
Put
like
the
it
Marshall
is.
stacks up, unless the guys, you know, doing what they were born to do, really, which is rock out.
Okay, we're going right back to the start of the interview, and from what you were saying before, it sounds as though it could happen for you again next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well, yeah, like I say, lots of people incite me to want to do something with other musicians and stuff like that. But it's so difficult for me, in all honesty, being who I am, and from the very beginning, you know, because Priest was my life and my everything, you know, and honestly, it still is. For me to want to start again, or to, you know, as much as it would be enjoyable, you know, to my achievements, you know, and what was created in Priest, you know, for so many decades, you know, it's just unsurpassable, really, to try to draw everything back in and start again. And can I be selfish a bit? Really, it would put me on smaller stages, and really,
Not that it wouldn't be the same.
I did that for so many years.
Yeah.
And it's great to get to do that sometimes, to get real close to the audience. But, you know, my thing is, you know, Priest is a big band. It's a big stage band, and it should be a big show band, you know. And my dream would be for it to happen again, but, you know, more like it used to be than what it became, you know, which was more going through the motions. And I know that the age is not kind to everybody, but I always said to the guys, the older we get, the younger we got to play. For me, it just wasn't quite happening.
And there is a bit of I was really delighted about your enthusiasm for the Nostradamus album, because I think that's the most underrated piece of work that Priest ever did.
Yeah, and it will have its day again.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure.
I think so,
sure
yeah.
of it. You know, I'm absolutely sure it will. But I encourage everybody not to leave it too late until we're all gone. Because we're not going to, you know. But at some point, I think, because it's a great musical work, and it did showcase Rob's voice in a fantastic way. It showcased what we could actually do musically, you know, and I'm really glad that, I suppose for me, I was really into it, because you never know what the future holds.
Yeah.
We could have done that album, and Priest could have stopped there and then, because something unfortunate could have happened, you know, but. And I think it was kind of in preparation for Priest being able to continue if something happened where, you know, a mobility or something could happen where we could actually put that show into great venues, Carnegie Hall, you know, the Albert Hall, you know, into great theatres around the world, and as a great musical piece.
Yeah.
You know. And maybe that might still happen, yeah. But
I hope so.
But I say, as you know, as long as Rob's out there, the band is still out there. You know, obviously, putting on great shows, you know, great reports. So obviously the band's supporting Ozzy in the UK.
Yes.
The shows are all sold out.
Yes.
It's going to be great, one not to be missed. Do I need to buy a ticket? Do I get an invite? You know,
well, perhaps the gatekeeper will put you on the guest list.
No, the gatekeeper. Oh, Jane.
Yes.
I haven't seen Jane for years now. I'm only kidding. Jane.
I specifically said that, and she's somebody I have the utmost respect for. But you allude to it in the book about it was almost a criticism. You called her the gatekeeper.
No.
Can you elaborate? Yeah.
No. Yeah. Well, you know, obviously, Jane coveted us probably. At times when it probably wasn't quite as necessary to do, you know, I mean, there was only one Elvis, but there was times when we felt we were five. But no, Jane did a great job for the band. Obviously, she's very fastidious and very good at what she does. But yeah, you know, a few guest passes. No, but it'll be interesting. I heard the Priests are going to go to South Africa as well next year, or did I dream that?
I didn't hear that, which doesn't mean it isn't happening, but...
Yeah, because we never got to go, because I mean, there are lots of fans. We almost went one year, I think it was in the early 80s, I think we were going to go down there. I think it was us and Deep Purple, but something kicked off, you know, politically down there, so we didn't get to go, which was pretty sad, really. Yeah. So that would be good to, it'd be nice to see Priest to go to places that Iron Maiden get to go, Alice Cooper and the Scorpions, you know, bands like that. They get to go to Russia and play like 10 or 12 shows. You know, Priest go there and play Moscow and St. Petersburg. So that'd be good. Still lots of places, lots of fans. You know, I've done interviews in India, Radio Mumbai. Band's got lots of fans out there. You know, I've got more interviews lined up as well. Big syndicated radio stations now in India. Lots of things are happening.
All right.
Yeah, so the band need to go there. Band's got lots of fans.